episode, the show The Making of Me,
Yeah.
that you were on, and
Yeah.
I wondered if you, it was really wonderful, and then I watched it with my mother, and that actually helped her a lot come to terms with me. So
That's
thank
so
you for that.
70s, I watched it with my mother.
But I wondered if you had any particular memories from that that were that you liked about it, or were powerful, or anything.
Well, the whole show was powerful, and the reason I did it was for that exact reason. I'm going to stand up. That exact reason for what you stated there. The fact that I am an openly gay man, but I don't like to just. Although I'm exceptionally proud of who I am and the person that I've become, and the creation that I am. It doesn't mean we always have to necessarily stick the label on ourselves. But we, with that show, they took me on a journey to find out, because they didn't know. I know. Those of us who are know that we were made this way. It's not something we decide like, oh, I'm going to have bacon, I'm going to bacon and eggs, I'm going to have a smoothie, and oh, you know what? I'm going to be gay. It just doesn't work that way, okay? And so they wanted me to go on the journey to see that if it was that, if it was nurture, or if it was nature, because that would then rock my world, because it would be something that I, would learn. But as we progress down the line, and actually one of my great friends now, who was in that with me, Sven, who was the geneticist, he and I, kept in touch, and who wouldn't? A hot European geneticist. Oh my God. Anyway, so we kept in touch, and but it's you're born this way, and I knew it was going to be that outcome. But what I learned about myself, and I learned about others, is what makes me a gay man might be, women, lesbians, and gay men, and are very different. The genetic and the makeup is extremely different. So what makes, are there any other gay men that you're willing to admit in the room, right? Okay, so what makes these two gay, and that gentleman gay, and myself gay, might be completely different. It could be a gene in me. It could be his mother's testosterone level when he was getting born, which is actually what they think it might be. That's what they think. I'm not saying it is, because when the female body produces a male fetus, when nature decides what sex the child is going to be, then the female body, it's not a female, inside her tries to expel the fetus, and pumping it with testosterone and female hormones to change it. And that's where they think it actually happens. So it is your mother's fault. And thank God it is! Because I wouldn't have it any other way. And it's so that's what I learned. And that was the thing for me, because every heterosexual person who is different and has different tastes and things and likes, it's exactly the same as what gay men and women are, and it's exactly the same. So, that's it. So, at the end of the day, we are all normal. Thank you. Let's be off my high horse now! Yes, young man.
Hello, Captain.
Hello.
I've been following your musical theater work for a very long time. I'm a huge fan, and as one theater nerd to another, I was curious. Theater nerd.
Nerd! Gotcha, okay. Now you got yourself a theater her. Like, is that how you say whore over here? Or
But I was curious if you happen to have a dream role, and if you actually had the ability to play it.
I have the ability to do anything I want to do. And if I didn't, I don't admit it to anybody. There's no kind of dream theater role that I would have, because if I start saying it's the dream theater role, then someone will then push me to do it. I like to kind of, I don't live my life, for those of you who have read my books, or you know me from other things and you've watched me on telly, I do not live my life going straight down that middle road, which is the easy route. I kind of go down that middle road for a little bit, and if someone goes, boop, 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 over here, I go, and I take that track, and I let that happen, and then I come back to that middle road, and then something else triggers me, and I go off that way. I try to do things on a spontaneous level. I live each day, only in the moment. Like, for instance, I can't tell you what I'm doing tomorrow yet. I do know I'm getting on a plane. But I can't tell you my schedule as soon as I get to Los Angeles. So That's how I live. And Ken well, Ken's gone now. He's so bored. He left. People who work with me know that. That's why I have an assistant and people to take care of that, because I like to really be here at this moment in time. I would love to do Mac and Mabel. I'd like, my sister and we'd like to rewrite the ending because it is pretty shit. And I know Jerry Herman quite well, so it's something that possibly could be done. There's lots of other roles out there that I would love to play, but you know, again, if I say them to you, it's online within a second. And then the surprise is kind of gone out the window. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so thank you. But I'm possibly going to have another album coming out in probably next year, beginning of next year. I was doing the research for that on the plane on the way here, and I was crying my eyes out with some of the songs, because they're happy tears. Because I then start thinking about the stories and the things that I can tell that are related to for those of you who may have seen my live concerts, they're huge, big storytelling events and fun, and with the dancers, so I could really, anyway, I was having a nice time. Sorry, sit down. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
I just wanted to thank you for being here. It's great to finally get to see you in person.
You're welcome.
But my question is, since the end of this last season just ended, 2 weeks ago?
Don't even tell me what happened, because I haven't seen it.
Okay.
And no, seriously, and I was in Phoenix last week, and everyone was great enough. No one spoiled it for me, so don't spoil it.
Well,
if you do, I will kill you.
We all know you're a big Doctor Who fan, and we want to know how did you enjoy the direction it's been going this last season and for the build-up to the 50th?
You know what? I'm not one of those critical people who, because I know some people also with the last series of Torchwood, they're like, oh my God, yo, shut up. Sit back with your TV remote control and enjoy the goddamn show. Having said that, your opinions are fun, but it's not. I am a viewer of that show now, right? As you guys are. I am a viewer of The Walking Dead. I am a viewer of Game of Thrones. I can go through all of them, right? But, so I sit back and I trust the people who write them. And sometimes they take a route that's not really what I'm expecting, but because I like the journey of that show, I stick with it and I watch it. Now, that's not, what your opinion is on the way Doctor Who has gone, might be completely that you kind of don't like it, but you're still watching it, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's my point. You go on the journey with the characters and you commit to that when you start it. You make a choice. And you have a choice to jump ship, like the Titanic, which because they were stuck. Oops. You have a choice that's terrible. God rest their souls. Don't leave me. Get off my wreck. That bitch knew he was going to drown because he was frozen. He could not swim, so she's like, I don't like you anymore. Oh, he was my true love. Shut up, you slut. So, getting back to your question. The point of that is that, you make a commitment, you join the show, you have the journey, you don't have to like it all the time, but at the end of the day, the reason we jump on board that TARDIS is because we love what the Doctor stands for, no matter how he gets there or what he does. Yes?
Okay.
Oh, honey, just tip it down and pretend it's me. I see the moms with the kids, and the kids are just laughing. They have no clue what they're laughing. And you know what? That's the innocence of youth, and that's what's beautiful. So, but happy explaining on the way home in the car. What did he mean by that, Mom? Shut up! Or you'll end up like that guy in the Titanic. Click. Yes.
So, we all know you're in musical theater, so I was wondering if you could just sing a little for us.
Oh my God. What do you want me to sing?
Whatever you want.
Train Spotting? What the hell are
Can you sing Springtime for Hitler?
you? Hey, shut up, the rest of you. It's her question. Yes.
Can you do Springtime for Hitler then?
No. No, I won't, because I was asked to do that in Germany, believe it or not. and at a Comic-Con there, and they're like, would you please sing Springtime for Hitler for us? Actually, they were from Pakistan, the way I just did that voice. Please sing Springtime for Hitler. And I went, hell no. Could you imagine on the newspaper, there I am, giving it all the salute and singing with the tilt? No way. So I won't sing that one. You can watch that one online. What else would you like me to sing? What? My eyes adore you. Pretty women. Sometimes. All right, hold on a second. Jesus. Okay. I am what I am. I am my own special creation. So come take a look. Give me the hook or the ovation. I started way too high. I'll think of something else and remind me at the end. You remind me at the end in the front, okay? All right, I'll sing something at the end.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes.
Hi,
Hi.
well, you almost hit me in the face.
I do have that problem. It's like being in a submarine, up periscope. Yes.
I just wanted to say that my father, my brother, and I used to watch Torchwood all the time, and
Yep.
it reinvigorated our love for the Doctor Who universe.
Yes. Good.
And this is a Comic-Con, so mine's a comic book question. Would you ever consider playing from The Authority, Warren Ellis's Authority, Midnighter, or Captain Britain?
I don't know. I've never thought about it. I mean, would you like me to?
Definitely.
Well, write the goddamn script then. Get a network TV show, put it on television, and I'll be in it. You know?
This is all
Like it's that easy.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's something I can look into. That's great. Yeah. No, I've never thought about that. But there's been other comic book characters and things that I've, kind of thought about. God, you are so loud. I'd love to do Aquaman. Yeah, but I'm getting too old to do those things because they're.
No, you're not.
Well, things, but anyway, Aquaman would be a fun one to do. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you. First of all, I did want to say thank you for the best on-screen kiss ever. The I haven't seen you in 300 years kiss with Marsters.
Yes.
I about broke the swoop button on my DVR.
The who button?
The swoop, the rewind button on the DVR.
Oh, okay.
I about broke the whole machine.
Okay.
And I just wanted to know for my own personal movie theater in my mind.
Yeah, right.
did you do?
A lot. Because when we were doing it, I really kind of need the space to do this, but we,
You need a bar search? Yeah.
When we were filming it, I'm so proud of that because it came out of nowhere and it was something that when I read the script, it was like, it was going to either shock people or it was going to be like, oh my God, that's brilliant. Walk through the door like, do, walk up and go, wow. So we were filming it and James was there that day and great guy, and it was like the first day we were there, but his girlfriend was over in the corner. He brought her with him for moral support. So I went up to the director and I said, do me a favor, because I like to have a good laugh. I said, do me a favor, even though you get it, I know we'll get it on the first one, but just keep doing it. So first time I walk in the door and it's boom, boom, and I go, it's that, we walk, 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 and and I cut. Okay, and I go, you okay, James? Because I'm very conscious when I do kissing scenes with whether it's men or women that they're comfortable, right? I don't want to make sure I overstep a boundary, or they overstep a boundary, or I tongue the back of their throat, or something. So I said, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, fine, great. I went, okay, cool. And so he walks over to his girlfriend. He walks to his girlfriend, and he goes, oh, just to reassert his masculinity. So the director looks at me and goes, and I go. And the director goes, all right, we need to do it again. And James goes, huh? So he gets over down there and I start here and they open the door and action and boom. Walk, boom, boom. Oh! Cut! You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Over and he goes, oh! To his girlfriend. And then I look at the director. We need to do it again. James, what? Yeah, we gotta do it again, James. So we get there, stand again, walk, stand, boom. Oh! James is like, cut! James goes, we gotta do it again. Yeah, we gotta do it again, James. So walk, tongue this time. And cut! And then he goes, are you okay, James? I'm fine. We gotta do it again, James. So yeah, I did it many, many times. Hi.
How do you feel about your really large Tumblr following and your videos you put up, like you in the bathtub with your dog, or you on the train being by yourself?
How do I feel about it? Well, I made the video, so I don't give a shit.
And then, like, your large Tumblr following, like, they keep reblogging those videos and everything. Do you know that they, like, love you so much?
I'm not on Tumblr.
You should be.
Should I? Maybe I don't want to be. I don't know. I mean, I make those videos just for kind of myself and also for the fans and everything, just to, it's like, well, I think it's just nice for you guys to see how we live our lives. And I say that like I'm some kind of thing out there, but, the reason I have a nice house and nice bathroom is because of you. So why not invite you in sometimes to let you see it? Just not when I'm Hey everybody, just thought I'd say hi. Hi, and it's cool. It's really great at the moment. I love it. Yeah, no, that won't happen. Did you like that one over there? That's so bad. It's so bad, isn't it? You're crying, aren't you? Oh, when I do them like that, I'm crying too. Yeah, so maybe I'll join Tumblr, but that's why the videos are out there, so I don't have a problem. And I love when people start to recreate them. You know what? It's just funny to me, because when you do them really badly, that's when I laugh the most. But yeah, so I don't know if that answered your question or not.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
marry, shag, kill,
Oh,
9,
no,
10,
come
11.
on. That's so not fair. Go on. What was it? Marry, shag, kill. Who?
9, 10, and 11.
Spoilers!
And not as Captain Jack.
And what?
And not as Captain Jack.
Oh, well, honestly then? Okay.
Because that would be shag, shag, shag.
Yes. Me personally? Oh. I would have to, I'd have to marry Matt Smith. Don't scream yet, because he's skinny, and he would break. So, you know, and that's okay, but it's not really John Barrowman's thing, right? So he would be married because he'd be in the house running around protected with his little bow tie and his fez and his thing. I would, I would probably shag David. He knows that. Only if you got the 10. And I was gonna say there, but because I would do the shag, because both of us together equal 20. Sorry? You have the snog box? He has a TARDIS upstairs. He has a TARDIS outside. Well, we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, and Chuck off the cliff would have to be Eccleston. No, really. But I might shag him first before I do it. I mean, yeah, Kristen, he's great. Yeah, anyway, I'm not going to go any further. Yes. Hi.
So, I know that you're Scottish, and sometimes you turn to your Scottish accent.
Oh, I know, you're going to make me do it,
No,
aren't
I'm
you?
not.
Okay.
I just want to know on set, since David Tennant's Scottish as well, it's between...
Well, no, we both speak Scottish, I said.
Yeah, I want to know if you ever just accidentally just started...
It's not accidental. This is the thing. If you go back and if you ever feel like obliged to read my first autobiography, the reason I don't speak with it with Americans is because when I was younger, kids used to make fun of me and bully me because of it. No, I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm rich and successful now. They're poor. No, I'm not kidding. You work hard enough, you can achieve the world. You can achieve anything. Anyway, all joking aside, I forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, because they bullied me, made fun of it. So I speak only with Americans as an American. I just do. And when I'm with my family and at home, I speak Scottish. So when I'm in Scotland, when I'm working there, when I speak, in town or with I speak in my natural tongue, which is Scottish. And then when I'm with David, I would never speak, only on camera do I speak, he speaks English, cleans English on camera, and I speak American, so when we both come off camera, it's like that. So what did you think about that? Right, great. You gonna go have some chips? I'm going to sell, how can you? So we do. I mean, he and I speak Scottish. He's from Paisley, and I was raised in Mount Vernon, Glasgow. I was the posh side. Yes. But that's it. You're welcome. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, Doc.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm going to settle on this question. So
You're going to stumble on the question.
I'm going to stumble on it, and then I'll settle on this one because I have
Okay.
a question. But anyway. Okay. Arrow season finale.
Yeah.
Do you have a scene with Steven where he's aside from fueling many.
Many bags.
Yeah. Could you get your lines out at all through that scene?
Can you say that again?
Could you get your lines out at all?
Oh, listen, yeah, I got my lines out, no problem. I just took my time. And when he was hanging there, he really was hanging, and I'm like, and I just walked up to him and I went, oh, this is what I've asked for. Because I did ask, when I first accepted the role, I said to Andrew Kreisberg, I said, you know, you have to give me one scene where he's completely topless in front of me. And he went, okay. And that was that scene. And there was one moment when we were filming it, and I walked up and I came in to the sequence, and it's me. I walked in and I went, well, Oliver. Can't remember what I was saying at the time, but something about, you know, you've tried to kill me. Well, here I am. And I just walked up to him, and he looked at me. We kept it. We're being filmed at the moment, and I went. And he just went, ah! Barrowman! Who wouldn't? I said, you're lucky I didn't go. Because let me tell you, those pants are tight. Thank you. Yes.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello.
So I asked this question of James Marsters on Friday, so I have to ask you.
We don't have to.
Oh.
You can ask me something else.
I'm going to.
Okay.
On Torchwood, we know where Captain John Hart likes to keep his weapons.
Well, you know where I like to keep mine, because in Doctor Who, I pulled one out of it.
Sure. That's Captain Jack. Personally,
Where do I keep my weapon?
yeah, where on or in your body do you like to keep your weapons?
Really? Really? Oh dear. Well, I don't call it a weapon. It's called my I brought those especially for today also because I couldn't find any more. I've worn all of my superhero underpants. And I couldn't repeat. Some of them are just not in good shape anymore. I mean, the Transformers are like, no, please. Megalotron. No, so actually, they're creeping up now. Yeah, so I'm weapon-wise, I don't know, I'm not really a gun person. I am one of the a few gay members of the NRA, but wait a minute. No, don't boo. Scott, when I had to do all the gun training for Torchwood and for all the other shows I did, obviously because they wanted to be safe. So I have been properly trained in munitions and using machine guns and handguns and all sorts of weaponry, okay? So I went and did another TV show about the remake of Dallas, and I went to a shooting range, and I'd never skeet shooted before. I'm really good. Boom, pull, bang. And Scott, my partner, was standing watching me, and halfway through it, he looks at me and he goes, "Have you done this before?" I go, "No, it's my first time." And he said, "It's not like you're hitting them on the edge. You're hitting them dead bang in the middle." And the woman was going, "Oh my God, you are really good. You like to hold my gun?" I went, "No, because you like to hold my gun. Because you ain't gonna." So Scott, for my birthday that year, he went, just so you can cause a kerfuffle, he got a membership to the NRA for me. So I can walk in and go, "Hey y'all!" Let's talk about gun control now. And then I run. So yeah, those are the kind of things that I think that we all should do. That's what we all should do. If we want, and I'm, I always like to have a little message with all the little silliness that I do. But I'm not for taking anybody's right away from the Constitution, okay? But that was written an awful long time ago, okay? And I, as a citizen of this great United States, you have a right, I'm saying you, I don't know who in here, but if there are, you have a right to have your weapon. But I also have a right. I have a right as another citizen of this country to have some control over that. So there's a balance, and the more of us who want that control, join the NRA, we can change those votes. Just don't tell them. Yeah, how can you tell the non-kind of committed member of the NRA? or. Just everyone's crap. Anyway, never. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Hi. I've been a big fan of yours since I was a little girl with your CDs.
Daniel.
I was wondering, do you have a favorite song you like to sing or a favorite show you've been in?
No, I don't answer those questions. The questions about favorites I don't answer because again, if I do that, someone then that will be it, and it'll be online, and it's done for the rest of my life. So I don't answer those questions for the sole reason that everything I do at that moment, and I enjoy it. The reason I choose songs are because I like all of them. I don't make those kind of decisions just because, as I know some people do, let's do that because it'll make some money. I don't do that. I have to have some heart and soul behind it. And, sometimes it doesn't work, but I then can always look at it and go, you know what, I'm still proud of it because I made that choice and I'm the only one who has to accept that responsibility. So everything I do, I love. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. There's only one job I've ever done that I really can tell you that I didn't enjoy, but I won't tell you what it is. It was, and it made me ill. Everything. It was just not very good, and I accepted that for the money. And it was the most awful experience I've ever had in my life. So that was a lesson I learned very early on that I learned it. So, but I love what I do. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's your favorite song of mine?
I like anything you do from Company.
See?
I love Company.
Okay, thank you.
Hey John, before we continue, I just have to tell everybody, and don't hate the messenger, please, but we are almost our time.
I know it's 11:40. I know but
You
I'm
wanna
going to keep going until towards the hour because
You
I.
wanna? All
yeah,
right, let's do it.
Another
rule breaker.
I know you love the clap, but that wastes time. That wastes time. Yeah. Okay. So don't clap. But I'm giving up my lunch break to do more signings. So it'll be fun.
Wow.
Okay, I'll try to be very fast. First off, as a straight man, I'd like to say yes, you are a very pretty man.
Thank you.
And I am we like to watch The Nerdist, and we saw that you were supposed to do a magic trick that didn't go quite so well. So I brought some bananas. I wonder if you could do the trick now
I
for
can't.
us?
I would. Give me the bananas anyway because I like them. And they're the right size. I can't do the banana trick for reasons that, again, unfortunately, I like to be silly and I like to have a good time, but I know the line not to cross, if that makes sense, because there are young people in the audience, underage.
Okay, well...
But I appreciate it. But you can imagine what I do with them.
Thank you.
Especially that one.
Can I have that one?
You have that one?
I have that.
You're a girl after my own heart.
I am. This is for later.
Yeah, I bet it is. And so are these three.
Actually, I guess I only need 2 more, and then I'd be all set.
Oh! Anyone will do. Yes, sir.
Okay, now just before I ask my question, I have to know. Please tell me you know who I'm dressed up as.
Are you Yanto?
I'm Captain Jack Hart in season 1. Okay, that's
Captain Jack Hart in season 1? Oh, the team? Sorry. I didn't even see the wrist strap because it was behind your back. I'm so sorry. Yes, no, you come down and show everybody. Come show everybody. Come up here. Come on. Come around. Come around. What was your question?
Have you ever walked next to the doctor room and dang, I really wish I was in there.
And you?
All the time.
You know what? Wait. You know what's really interesting? How old are you?
12.
12. Well, when I was about 8, 9 years old, and even younger, I used to obviously watch Doctor Who long before you were even a thought in your parents' brains. And there was the first episode that I ever remember was with the Autons, and it was in the late 60s, early 70s, and you know the Autons are the shop, they're the mannequins that come alive, right? And I wouldn't walk past any of the shop windows in Glasgow. My mother had to put me in her coat to hide me. But here's the irony of the story. How many ever years later, I was called in. I never thought I'd ever be part of a show like Doctor Who. And then I was, it was, like 19, I can't remember the date, but it was a little while ago, and I got a call to go in and audition for Captain Jack Harkness. And I thought, well, this is never going to work because I'm an American, so they're not going to put an American in Doctor Who. And as that little boy, later on as a young man, an older man, I was the first episode that they started the new series with. Guess what the creatures were? Autons. Oh, you saw it. So what I'm saying is, you might look at it now and go, oh, I'd love to be in that. You never know what's going to happen, right? Yeah, they are freaky. Thank you, bud. What was your name? Jonah. Nice to meet you, Jonah. Okay. Go ahead.
Have you ever watched an episode of Doctor Who written by Stephen Moffat, and then you see the ending and you're like, Moffat!
All the time.
Maybe like crazy prank stories that have happened behind the scenes.
Oh, there's loads. I mean, in Torchwood, Eve, the notorious thing I used to do with Eve, we do my close-up because it's done in positioning and numbers on the script, and I'm number 1, Eve is 2, so we always go in order. And sometimes if she had more dialogue, I would say, you know what, let her do hers first, just to be considerate, because we were a family, blah, blah, blah. So the camera would be over my shoulders to, go to her close-up, and I would stand and do my close-up and look at her, and she'd talk, and I'd say blah, 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 talk, and then just before the director would say cut, I'd go to her, look down, and they're out. And she would shout, Jesus, this guy's bullseye again! So most of these close-ups with me in the front of the camera with my shoulder there, just know my balls were right out. Thank you. Yes.
Hi, you're fabulous. I love you. I just want to know, has your experience been being a queer icon and playing an iconic character like Captain Jack?
Well, I mean, I know we are all words, and words are not offensive to me, but I don't consider myself to be queer. But I know what you mean. That's a new word for me because there's the lesbian, the gay, bi, lesbian, transgender, and they've added queer to it now. What is queer? Can anyone answer that?
Kind of all-encompassing.
But I thought gay was all-encompassing. No? No, I'm actually asking an honest question here because, yes. But queer, as a definition in the dictionary, is a negative word. It means odd. It means obscure. It means... No, but it's... Yeah, okay, no, this is a great... Because it's a new thing for me. I'm not saying it's wrong or right, but what I'm asking why we've embraced that. But okay, because for me, growing up, I always don't want to be odd and different. I want to be accepted as normal. So to take that word, for me, is going a little backwards. That's my opinion. But I am willing to learn and to embrace. So, what was the question anyway?
What's your experience being a gay icon?
A queer icon, okay. My experience is being a queer, gay, bisexual, transgender, sometimes lesbian, all-encompassing. I believe, I am so proud of it because as a young man, like Jonah over there, but I'm not saying you are or aren't, you are who you are. But when I was a young boy of his age, I knew I was gay. Okay, so I completely knew that when I was 9 years old and hitting puberty. So I didn't have any role models, and for me to be able to say that I have been a role model to young heterosexual men and women, and gay men and women, and queer men and women, and bisexual men and women, it's an exceptionally proud thing for me because I want, as an action hero, there's the most gay men and women are put on television in the United States, okay? In the world, the most are on the TV in the United States, but they're all the same type. No offense, and I love a queen, but they're all flouncy queens. We're not all like that. And for me to be an action hero and a man who likes men, big deal, that was a great groundbreaking thing for me, and that's what we wanted to prove to Captain. We're not all Kurt from Glee. We can be if we want to. Anyway.
That's our last question, John. I'm
Oh,
so
is it?
sorry.
Oh,
We have to wrap.
Quick, last question there. Shut up, girl. Go over your head.
I don't have a question. I just wanted to say I know him so well with you, like 2 lines.
I know him so well.
Yeah, like you and Danny Boyce did in your concert.
That's not a quick
Nothing
question.
is so good, it lasts eternally. I didn't know you were going to sing with me.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're going to sing in key. Different situations must go wrong, but it took time to understand the man. Now I know I just want his schlong.